Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Campus Care Ed Talks. I, Mehek Dhiman, your host for the day, would like to welcome you all. Ed Talks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. Our topic for the day is how does the blended learning approach affect students' performance, and to express her viewpoints on the same, we have with us Miss Pooja Singhal ma'am, principal of Shaheed Bishan Singh Memorial Senior Secondary School, New Delhi. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
How are you doing, ma'am? It's so great to have you here on board with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, ma'am, what do how do you explain the blended learning approach?
Explaining blended learning approach, if you go by Google, has lot many meanings actually, which is basically just merging the digital content actually with the actual content or actual teaching that goes on in the classroom. Though it gives an excellent opportunity to enjoy the best of both the worlds. And after COVID, according to me, it is required that we blend our classes with the so-called blended learning, or I can also call it as hybrid learning. I can call it as mixed mode learning. It is actually integration of technology, digital media into an instructor led classroom. There are many designs that we need to design actually a blended learning class. It is not an easy task to do, but post COVID, I guess almost 100% teachers are very well aware of how to go with the blended learning. And it's a good opportunity that every instructor should now, in even actual classrooms, offline classes, should add to it.
Thank
Yes.
you so much, ma'am. Moving forward, ma'am, they say teachers must use a variety of methods that provide more opportunities to learn by utilizing so many sources. So, do you think teachers can actually achieve this?
See, actually, teachers can achieve if there is a proper planning. There are various steps that goes into planning any class, and if it has to be a blended learning class, there are a good number of steps, or I can say there are various definite steps that are required to blend it. First, I will say into that there should be the teacher should know the outcome of the course with the blended learning topic. Then the teacher should be aware of creating a blended learning course rather than the only the book course. There should be a level of interactivity that the teacher should plan beforehand. There should be group collaboration activities that she should be doing or he should be doing. There should be I'm so sorry, facilitation of communication amongst the teacher and the various participants of the class. And if I say that how teachers can best possibly do it is nothing but I hope you have may have heard, everyone must have heard about a flex learning method.
Yes.
Now, flex learning method means where, other than the usual classroom, a child is free in his own environment, with his own time, with his own mental status. It gives a good control to the children in what form of environment that child wants to get taught or educated. And as you know, nowadays every person, I'll say, is very highly active on the social media pages. So there are some activities that every teacher can ensure that, say by blogs or say by simulations, by social media pages, by flipped classroom, turning the classroom by making a child as an instructor being a child. I guess a good approach can help the teacher in bringing it through.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much. That was, very wonderfully explained. Moving forward, do you think that this blended learning can be achieved by using, technology?
Yes, actually, technology. So now it is something which is, has broken the barriers of all traditional walls of teaching. There's nothing which is now possible without technology. Actually, technology provides a holistic learning. Every student can practice, tackle new material, check the material in one go. It is just perfect for them. It is just I my personal suggestion to everyone who goes with this kind of approach is that the methods that you give to the children, or the material that you want the children to be accessed, should be resonating with their age, with their level of understanding, with their, I'll say, the environment, the family, the school. It should not be completely whole wide web world, which is not very safe. So the instructor should be in control of the child while suggesting him or her for using the technology.
Absolutely,
Yes.
ma'am. Thank you so much. So, ma'am, the interaction between teachers and students and learning resources plays a very important role in achieving the good performance of the students and the teaching methods. So, how can you think that teachers can encourage the students to interact freely?
Actually, I believe that participation, interaction, are more of, we take it as discussions. Actually, participation and discussions are complete two different things. Now, discussions can be a talk on any topic amongst the children and amongst the teacher, whereas participation in academic or in class activities is a completely different set, which is not to be mixed with the discussion. First, obviously, I'll suggest everyone that there should be clear instructions. There should be timeliness that should be attached to any activity in the class. See that your interactions or discussion, or you call it a participation, do not fade away the deep questioning approach which is required for getting the response from the students. And I actually believe, I'm again repeating, see that our deep questioning approach and getting the responses from the children should not fade away the basicality of the class or the topic or the explanation that we're going through. My personal experience, when a quiet student start to speak in a participating class, it is often helpful that move away from the child. Don't be using your, that extra care and be around the child. If a quiet child has started approaching you or has actually started talking to you, discussing with you, participating in a class activity, move a little away. Try to avoid an eye contact. Actually, that child who's now shy or is scared of you gets a good confidence and definitely gets into the flow and do help in the class and participate well.
Absolutely, ma'am. It really is an achievement, when a quite a kid
Yeah, it
start
is.
talking and asking you questions about
Yeah.
let it be
Actually,
teaching or
he should
anything.
not be, or he or she should not be made, that we are watching you. That's
Yeah.
the only thing. Stop watching the child. Something or the other child will start, and definitely with time, he or she will improve.
Absolutely, ma'am. So, ma'am, lastly, do you think this blended, learning approach does this, contributes in developing overall personality of the students too?
Yes, it is. It is. It actually gives a lot of self learning. It actually gives time management skills, high level, at a higher level of education, and this transition is really required. This is something which everyone will agree with me. It is more of information seeking. It is just that, as I said earlier, there should be clear set of instructions on what child should be accessing through the internet or any other social media or anything. For a generation now today which thrives on social media, I guess blended tools are extremely beneficial. They will let the interest thrive. They will also give a detailed feedback to the children and improved communication skills or teamwork. It is something which is a need of the day and required by everyone.
Absolutely, ma'am. It is, the need of the day.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, Pooja, ma'am, for guiding us a lot about, blended
Thank
learning
you.
approaches.
Thank you,
It
ma'am.
was
Thank you.
wonderful having you here on board and
Thank you.
listening to
Most
your viewpoints.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pooja, ma'am, again. And
Yeah.
for all the viewers watching us out, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great
Thank
day.
you, Meg. Thank you. Bye bye.